how pivotal, how important is this Saliba signing, not signing, but like re-signing, not just from a on the field perspective, but from the outside looking in for people that are maybe side-eyeing the project per se.
As you said, there are people say, well, the project's done. Like, the project was to get us being competitive. We've been in that realm. It's not even a project. The next duty of our football team is to get over the line. But it sends out a statement, in it. You've got potentially with Gabriel Magalhaes, you also signed a new deal. Two of the
Mm,
best centre halves in world football, top class, world class. Two of the best duos. It sends out stability. It sends out that people believe in this project. I'd say the main thing for me is, obviously I still think he's going to go to Real Madrid. But when he signed a 5-year deal at 24 years of age, that tells us, as you said, you're committed, and that should show us with Berta when that inevitable Real Madrid call comes. Hopefully, it's when we've won Prems and Champions Leagues and whatnot. We're gonna earn top money. I know people will sit and say, "Oh, you're spending all that money for a centre half." Bearing in mind, big up Van Dijk, but how much did Liverpool buy him from Southampton? So you'd imagine Real Madrid, you'd have to spend the money. If Saliba is sold, that has to be our record outgoing. So
yeah.
it's happiness for a variety of reasons, isn't it? And contrary to popular belief, even though we have failed, I know we finished second, the players haven't down tools on the pitch. They're still buying into what Mikel Arteta is doing at this moment in time on the 25th of September 2025. So it's almost as important as signing a player, really. You have to keep the group together. And, again, you look at Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, maybe even Wanyeri and Miles Lewis-Skelly have all signed new deals. Arsenal fans, if you're probably what I would say, maybe it's an exaggeration, but 20 years of age all the way up to the oldest Arsenal fan, we're accustomed to these things dragging.
Yeah.
A couple of these new deals were done early. Saliba, the season's essentially just kicked off. It's done early. So I'm happy with this, man, because I must admit, we need Saka to sign one. But out of Saka and Saliba, you see how you said you wasn't in doubt about Saliba. I was the opposite. I think Saka commit his future. I just wondered if Saliba was to commit his future, would he kind of see how the season develops? Would he kind of play it by ear? Obviously, a bit like how we've benefited from Eze and Rice going off with England. You'd imagine when Saliba's there with France, bearing in mind Mbappe is one of his footballing best friends, they're getting in his ear, like, what's it like winning champs? What's this like? What's that like? And they can still do that if they want. But with Mascara, with this guy signing a new deal, with Berta coming in, we put our best foot forward, didn't it? And I just hope
Mhm.
that he is one of our top earners now. Not that I necessarily care what people are getting paid, but you look at our 5 most important players on the pitch to win, maybe what they're getting financially, it probably don't correlate.
Yeah. It's definitely Disney version is Saliba is staying and we win everything with him and it's great. The more practical version of this story is that our worst case scenario is that we get a record fee, like you said, from Real Madrid in a couple of years for Saliba. So it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's a win-win, but it's a safety net to make sure that, unlike in the past, if we do end up having to sell, we get what we need